even get to bronze.
I said I'm moving too far. Get to glass. You're looking at a shooting star. Got more than a couple of people going mad. I swear they're rooting hard. Tell them I'd be big in the game like she went and got them breast implants. I said I'm moving too fast. Didn't even get a glance. I'm ready to eat up track like I'm seated in a restaurant. If you had swag like mine, you know it's best to flaunt. We aren't hating because you aren't. Shining like it's neon. Rock like kings of Leon. Shooting stars across the galaxy. I stand out, so don't be mad at me. Infiltrate, I'm with my strategy. When I turn up, then I just have to leave. Shooting stars across the galaxy. I stand out, so don't be mad at me. Infiltrate, I'm with my strategy. When I turn up, then I just have to leave. Yeah, shooting. Yeah, shooting. Yeah, shooting. Yeah, shooting shots.
Didn't even get to bronze.
I said I'm moving too far. Get to glass.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the live stream. I hope you guys are having a great day. And of course, it is your boy Swaggy Dilly, also known as Dylan Zachariah. And this is DCC Podcast. This is my brother Chris. And yeah, welcome.
Podcast number 10. You forgot to say that. Number 10. We
Number
hit double
10.
digits. We finally reached double digits. Oh, man.
I feel like every time we come onto the podcast, we have different styles. Like either you're wearing a hat, I'm wearing my hat. Now I got a ponytail now, but you're looking like Justin Bieber.
I was
GB
looking
God
at
says.
my blue Eiffel blue TikTok, and I just decided to go with blue today. That's why I'm wearing so much blue. I got blue pants, blue shirt, and blue jacket. But so I didn't prepare a script today for a reason, because we stated yesterday that COVID-19 is reaching 50K
Has it?
very soon. Yeah, like a couple of hundred away, almost.
If I'm-
It's
I
at
haven't checked,
4.9.
actually,
It's
in
at
a while.
4.9 something.
COVID.
But yeah, I didn't fill up a thing for that because of that. So we're just gonna skip that part of today because it's not changed. It's nearly
It's 49,391.
yeah, it's only a few hundred off. So it's not too far away from what we said yesterday.
Yesterday for sure it'll hit.
Mm.
I mean,
Podcast number 9
now we're reaching. We're gonna easily reach 100K at this point, and like that too, we're not even doing a lot of testing. My faggot brother just came onto the stream and drank my stuff. Alright. What do you want? Huh?
Do your work.
He's just here making noise. Take your time. We'll continue after. Close the door. All right. Either way, quick detour there. Let's just say. You're making so much noise.
But yeah, to get back to it, that is one reason why we haven't called that brother onto the podcast, because he just doesn't care to, be a part of it when he needs
Chris,
to
you
be
gotta lift your microphone a
a
bit.
little bit higher. Little bit higher. Just a little bit. Stop being a little bitch. And, fuck. Okay, now it's good. So yeah, we took into consideration yesterday that Mr. Spice was something that everybody liked, and Mr. Spice will be joining us again today with something even hotter. I'm not going to tell you what it is. You're going to hate it the most. But I told him not to bring milk because after that I was just dead. I couldn't get off my couch. I was just sitting on my couch like, I was done. I was dead. I couldn't do it. But yeah, with COVID-19 reaching 50K in the next few hours, I bet the next update's going to be 50, 51 almost.
Yeah, 51, 52, I think.
Yeah, so it's not going to change. But there's a few things that I wanted to talk about today. We don't ever talk about anything personal. We never talk about anything that we enjoy. We only talk about podcasts, fucking Joe Rogan, fucking COVID-19. We only talk about these things, and we can always talk about something else because it's our thing, our podcast, even though we can look up to other people. But I was watching a few YouTube videos today about common mistakes that podcasters make, and you know what the first one was in every single one? Audio. That was the first one.
Audio.
Every single one. They're always echoing in the house, echoing this, echoing that, or microphone this, microphone that. So we definitely have to change our microphones as well. But this one actually works pretty well. This one's pretty clear when...
Yeah, I mean, it's Audio-Technica. You can't go wrong with Audio-Technica.
Yeah, and the other thing is when I was looking at our previous podcast, you know how YouTube offers a subtitle solution for, people who have hearing aids, right?
Mm.
So your subtitles are not clear at all.
My subtitles.
Yeah, even though your English is as good as mine, they're not clear.
I mean, the auto-generated?
Mm.
The auto-generated in general is pretty crap, to be real.
I mean, mine are pretty straightforward. It was picking up on a lot of it, but yours were for simple words was O.
Yeah, I mean, if you watch any video that has auto-generated subtitles, you should see how bad, some words are just don't even match up. O is okay, because you can hear if,
Yeah.
right? And they can get the gist. But there'll be words that you won't even understand, or is completely out of context with
Right.
what the person is talking about, and that's the problem with auto-generated. It's good, but not good enough.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. The number one problem was audio. So that's the first thing every single podcaster said. Even streamers will say, audio is the most important. So yeah, we definitely have to either you have to turn up your mic, or we have to change them. But something's got to go. We anyway are going to be spending a lot more on mics.
I don't know if you see this, Chris, but are you seeing these black bars going across?
Mm-hmm.
So that this basically is once the light gets...
It's not showing up here.
It's not showing up there?
Mm-mm.
Alright, cool. Then we're cool.
I think it's just the camera, just the live feed. We are seeing black bars. What he's talking about is
yeah, it's
what you see on
that's
the
the
TV.
individual
Yeah.
frames. It's just showing the individual frames going by, and if I'm not wrong, you either increase it or decrease it. But
Yeah, but it's not showing up.
yeah,
here,
it's not
so
as long
all
as it's
good.
not showing up on the stream itself. I think we're good.
So yeah, we have COVID-19 to talk about all the time. We
COVID-19.
have podcasts to talk about all the time, and of course heavy flex with the iPads dead in the center.
Yeah, you know what? You actually watch Joe Rogan,
Here we go, Joe Rogan again.
and you watch what his desk. Oh my God, it is a mess, but it has like alcohol. He has his MacBook and stuff like that. And if we're gonna be doing that, might as well do it like this.
Yeah, but I really don't like this cloth. I forgot to change it last night.
There's a lot of things. Guys, we're hoping we can get a lot of the stuff sorted out and
By
new
Monday.
stuff
By Monday.
by podcast 12.
Yeah, by podcast 12, we should have everything figured out before we hit the teens. Because once we
When
hit
did
the
we
teens-
start?
We started last week on Friday.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Okay. I was wondering, like, damn, we've already done 7 podcasts. Hasn't even been a week.
We did 7 straight days,
Yeah, 7 straight days.
And then we
of
did 8, 9, 10.
podcasting.
which was 8 was last Thursday, and then
8 was
last Thursday.
Monday.
Uh-huh.
8.
Wait, today's
9,
what day?
Today's Wednesday.
Uh-huh.
So Monday.
Oh yeah. 8 was Monday.
Yeah. So
then
7th
9,
was
10 was today's Wednesday. Yeah.
7th. We had guests on our 3rd podcast.
We had guests
On our 5th.
Man, I don't know. Our first
No,
week
we had
was
it
so
on 3rd.
jam-packed.
We had it on 3rd. Our 3rd podcast. Our 5th podcast.
Yeah, we did. We had ECM on our 3rd podcast, and we had Aditya, and
That's it.
that's
and,
it.
And Arman. I mean, I was
Yeah.
waiting for you to say that, but I meant like that's all the guests we've had.
Dude, I'm like sweating. I can feel the sweat drip through my jacket. I cannot believe I'm wearing. I gotta roll up the sleeves, expose the tattoos if I must.
Expose.
Oh,
You know what we should do?
what?
We should try to turn
You
the
should let me
camera.
tattoo you.
No, I'm not gonna get a tattoo.
This tattoo right here. Okay, since we're talking about ourselves today, this tattoo right here was done by my girlfriend who decided she needed to. She's like, I want to practice, and I was like, I want a free tattoo, and we were like, okay, so we just did it, and it turned out pretty great. Like it actually has a lot of meaning. The triangle has a separate meaning. The dotted lines have a separate meaning. The cross here has a separate meaning. The double octagons have a separate meaning. Like there's a lot going on in just one tattoo, but it doesn't look like it much, but it's a lot. But it's all about, strength, unity, self-improvement, and a part of it means, it refers to sort of like a sort of imprisonment, but it's not a bad imprisonment. It's sort of like, it's like a fortress. So it's, if I go into detail about it, like it'll take an hour to explain, but like that's what it means. But I didn't know that when I got it. That's the funny part. I didn't know about those meanings. I was like, oh, this looks so cool. I want something complicated on my body, and I got it. Speaking of which, I'm going to be getting more.
You're gonna. I expected it. I'm counting on it.
Yeah, I'm getting more. I got connections to get more free tattoos.
Oh,
but I don't know where to get.
Which, by the way, I wanted to, since we're gonna be talking about ourselves. You know what? It's actually weird. Like, I want to say we should talk about ourselves, but it hasn't happened.
We have
Or
not.
like, we always talk about other people, our
Mhm.
podcasts. Fair enough. I'm not exactly gonna say personal stuff, but
No.
I'm gonna say like funny instances that I've had throughout my life,
Okay,
and you can choose to do what you like as well. Obviously,
I'm probably going to do the same thing. But you go first.
I go first. Okay. So obviously I'm 16, right? Turning 17 next month, actually. Jeez, coronavirus birthday.
Can you imagine the whole family having a birthday during coronavirus?
When is my birthday?
Dad just has his. You
I
don't know when
know.
your birthday is?
I know what date, but like what day?
Oh, what day? Dad just had his birthday during coronavirus.
I wonder.
Dylan's next. Then, the big nose dude that you just saw. Then my mom. And then 3 days later, it's me. So, like,
Month.
I mean,
go.
shit. Can you
June.
imagine all of us having our birthdays?
23rd is a Tuesday,
Tuesday.
so I'm gonna be live on the podcast.
On your birthday.
On
You're going to
my
work
birthday.
on your birthday?
Yeah, why not?
I'm not going to work on my birthday. Wait, when is my birthday? I want to know which day it is. My birthday is coming up in September and August, September. My birthday is on a fucking Sunday. Yeah. I can party on my birthday. That's nice.
Yeah,
Okay.
but you have work the next day.
Fuck. fuck.
Well, at least our work is at night, so you have all
there's
day
that.
to recover.
Yeah, I have the whole day to recover. But I'm not a big drinker though. I don't do well with booze. So
Why don't you give us some?
Okay.
You know, I'm bringing this topic up on purpose, but
so
like,
my
why don't
motto
we talk
is
about this?
so my motto is if it's not free, don't drink at all. So we as a family like to go and take small vacations at hotels in and around India, even outside of India. And a lot of times when we go and stay at these hotels, we decide to go for the the premium package where like they have a liquid buffet during the day. And recently, I took it to the next level. I decided to. The bartender was basically my bitch this whole time. He was making me drinks. He was making my the next drink when I order, like as soon as he hands me one. So he'll come, he'll hand me a drink. He'll be like, "Here you go," and I'll be like, one more. Okay, and this went on for about an hour, 2 hours.
Yeah.
I had probably had like some 12, 15 drinks from all the way from Sex on the Beach to like straight whiskey, which you should never mix. So I basically drank enough to pay for both of our rooms. We had 2 rooms at the hotel, and I drank enough to pay for both the rooms, which was convenient because we actually got a very bad service, even though we had, like the family, premium package. So the point is I usually don't drink. Even when I go to pubs, I don't like going to pubs. So I usually don't drink. So when I do drink, I drink a lot. I drink to get drunk because it's boring for me also. It doesn't taste good to me. It doesn't feel good. And I just want to like drink and pass out. Because I can pass out at like, I can drink because when we started drinking, was that 2 or 3? When did we start?
I mean, you guys started around 3,
It was
I think.
me, mom, and dad, yeah. Started around 3.
And yeah, you guys.
It was me, mom, and dad, and they started around 3, and then it went on. I passed out at like 9:30, and I
Oh
woke
my
up,
god, yeah, you were done, bro.
I was gone.
You
I
were-
was like,
I've never.
I was gone.
I don't.
I
Yeah.
certainly drank more than all of you. I just couldn't hold it in. But I didn't necessarily like puke. Also, I didn't puke. That was shocking. I mean, I did when I got back to the hotel room.
Yeah, but you didn't.
Compared to
you
the
didn't
last
puke.
times.
Yeah.
Yeah, compared to the last times, it wasn't that bad.
I mean, you gotta remember Bangalore as well.
Oh man, and my birthday then also. Yeah, that was pretty bad.
You know, actually, I think that month of September, actually, I had a really great time.
Yeah.
Like we went to Coorg,
Tamara. Yeah,
Bangalore,
that was
and then we
amazing.
surprised, like Dad, Mom, and I went in on this. We surprised you on your birthday and Brandon, and we stayed another night at the ITC, which was lit, by the way, which also had a liquid buffet as well.
Yeah, even there also I drank. a
Oh my
bunch.
god, guys, we stayed in the same room. I've never been in a more disgusting bathroom. I feel bad for housekeeping.
Bro, I feel bad too. I think that I'm just never going to show my face there again. But here's the gist, okay? And Dylan can back me up on this. I am the type of person who can puke and start drinking again.
That's true. You can.
I
you
can
do
keep
that.
going. Like I can stop and then start again. Like I'm like that. It's like a restart for me. Most people will just puke and just be done. I'm like bleh,
Pass
and
out.
then
I mean, that's the usual, right? Like you.
yeah, you
drink and then
usually
you
pass out. But like I was so amped up on my birthday. I was like, no, this is not gonna end me. Like because these guys, our friends, were like just pouring the bottle down my throat. It was like that. And I just wanted to keep going. I had a really fun birthday.
It was
from
really
that.
fun until the end of the night.
Yeah. I woke up in the morning using a bathrobe as a blanket and a towel as a pillow. And the bathroom looked like
A murder scene.
it looked like a murder scene, but there was no blood. Instead of blood, it
Exactly.
was like dirt and like vomit. Like it was bad. I destroyed that bathroom. But
I think they. I think they
oh
had
man,
like
if they
full-on
see this, if they see this podcast, they're gonna know it's
renovation.
me. They're gonna know it's me, bro. They're gonna know it was me.
You know, I actually have some plans this weekend. So you know Aditya and Arman, right? Obviously, we had them on the podcast, and Aditya contacted me today. I'm counting on the fact that they're not gonna watch this.
You might want to rethink that the viewers are building up.
Fuck it, it's fine. Fuck it. So they contacted me today and said, "Yo, we need you to participate," or they said, "We want you to participate on the races this weekend." And they said they're having a team of 5 or 4 or 5 that they're gonna have participate on international online championships and just championships during the lockdown, and they wanted me to be one of the 4 or 5. So yeah, after the podcast tonight, the grind starts again because I don't know if anyone knows this, but I was actually participating in the X1 Esports League December.
Which he's mentioned thrice
Have
over
I?
4 streams.
I mean,
you forget. It's a long stream each time. Two hours almost every day that we're doing. We say a lot.
Actually, since podcast 7, I think we've been like 1 hour 15.
No, yesterday was almost 3 hours.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it was. The YouTube video from yesterday, if I show it to you, the YouTube video from yesterday, from after it cut out, right?
It says 1 hour 30
Right. And the one before that?
is 5 minutes. 1 hour 33 and 5
Oh,
minutes.
shit. I was looking at the other one. I was poking at number 8.
Yeah.
Shit. I didn't see the number 5. Okay, yeah. You're right.
I mean, it was much longer than usual, compared to last podcast.
Yeah. So today we want to do something a little bit different because, it's 10 digis.
10 digis?
10 digis.
You mean double digis?
No, 10 digis.
How is it 10 digits?
10 digits.
How?
Because
We've only got 2 digits.
yeah, but 10 digis. It just sounds more fun that way. Just go with it. Anyway, with it being double digis, we want to sort of engage with the audience as well. We want to, we want to answer some questions that you have. We want to ask you some questions as well. I've asked a few of my friends to show up tonight. I've asked a few of yours to show up as well. And they have all said the same thing. When I ask them, because I post constantly on Instagram, I'm always like, how can we improve?
That's your expertise.
Yeah.
It's not mine.
He's not a poster. I'm a poster.
I mean, I am, but I don't post as much. Rather, I only post when I need to. I don't do anything extra.
I'm very extra with the post.
Yeah, you put me on a TikTok. That's how extra you are.
See,
I'm
I
pissed
told
off
you
about
guys.
that.
I told you guys I'd get Dylan a TikTok. There is a video of Dylan in a TikTok on our Instagram now.
I just want to say this on this podcast. I had nothing to do with it. I wasn't even told that there was a TikTok.
His face is inside of it. Yeah. So Dylan's in TikTok now. I told you guys yesterday that I would make this happen, and I made it happen today. It actually, I'm gonna go back to what I said yesterday. If another app offered the same video editing, video compressing features, what does that sound?
I have no idea.
If another app offered the same thing for free, I wouldn't be using TikTok. Legit.
Is it not free?
Everything on TikTok, all the editing, everything is free. But there's no other app that offers all of that for free.
Okay, that's what you meant.
So
I thought
if you go
I
to
thought you said it was
if
paid
you
or
go to
something.
my
I was like, what the
TikTok
hell?
account, there won't even be a profile picture. There's nothing on the account. I solely use it for editing videos. So yeah, Dylan's on TikTok now.
Why don't you use LumaFusion, an actual editing software?
This is easier. This is basically like a very user-friendly sort of thing. Like imagine how you would compare Twitch to DLive. How complicated Twitch was to figure out when DLive was just very straightforward. It was there. You saw that it was there. You didn't have to go into subcategories to find things.
I'm actually really, really sad about that because I feel like at this point, DLive should take off. And if you really see it, it really hasn't. But I mean, it's a good small community. It's a very welcoming community as well. When I streamed that 1 week, I was very welcomed. I felt wanted compared to Twitch. Twitch is a huge market, and it's obviously because it's a huge market. There's a lot of competition, and unfortunately, it doesn't really work out.
Yeah, but you know what else is nice about DLive is it's very easy to make money on DLive. Very easy. So
Yeah,
if you're looking for a quick buck, DLive's the way to go.
I mean, they've made it to a point where the viewers can contribute even without spending money. I think that's what they're trying to do. There's a lot of viewers that can't afford to give their favorite streamers money.
Right.
So the app itself is just saying, yeah, hey, you know what? If you really like this viewer or this streamer, we'll help you out. You can earn this much money for chatting with the streamer and being in touch with him. And you can give it to him or use it on someone else. But it's cool. I really like it.
So, Dylan, I have an idea to run by you before we engage with the audience.
What's that?
There is a video okay? Because some of our viewers have not seen this video. I guarantee it, because some of them are young. There is a video, okay, of a car going through the mountains.
No,
Okay.
we're not playing that.
Okay? Now, based off of that, there are other videos like it that, we can start playing. Because another suggestion that I got, because I want to listen to the people who are watching us, because at the end of the day, it's content for them. It's not for us. So some of them are saying, we should do reaction videos. Some of them are saying we should do ASMR. A lot of them are saying we should invite Mr. Spice. So, spoiler alert, Mr. Spice is coming again today with something much hotter. Much, much hotter.
You know what? Actually,
And I told him no milk, by the way.
I'm gonna go with the flow. For some reason, I'm feeling I wouldn't say very uneasy, but like I'm not. I wouldn't say lightheaded either, but like my stomach just feels very light. So
Yeah, because your stomach is all emptied now because of all the spicy stuff.
no, not necessarily. It's
Well,
just
mine is.
It's just the fact that I don't know. I don't know what's on my mind today. I think it's just the racing because I haven't raced competitively in so long. I know that I have to put up to a certain amount.
You have to be at a certain standard.
I wouldn't say certain standard, but I've lived up to something and I haven't been practicing, and now I have to live up to it again. Cause like, fastest driver in India things. What happened?
There's just one thing I also checked on podcasts. If you have a screen that's in front of you, the screen shouldn't be seen by the camera. Your
I mean, you
screen is
can-
always seen by the camera.
Yeah, but I'm literally watching it right now. You can't see what's on my screen.
So yeah, like look, see?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I'm seeing that right
now.
now.
Looks better. So yeah, there are a few things we want to change. I also actually want to just get rid of this whole cloth, and
You
I
know what
want.
the sad part is? We freaking nailed it down. Jesus.
That's not sad. I can always remove the nails. The same hammer that put them in can remove them. So
How many nails did you put? I feel like 6 in one area.
so these are those hook nails that are on the walls that have 4 little ones in them.
Okay, yeah, it's 4. It's not 6.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I can remove them. I'm gonna remove this whole thing, and I want to just paint it.
Ooh, painted.
I want to paint it black
We do have paint.
or white, whatever we want. We have actual wall paint. We don't have
paint.
we don't have no. There's also wall paint downstairs. I checked. We don't have spray paint, and I don't want to use spray paint on wood. Also, I want to use wall paint, and then
But what about the glass?
the glass I'll remove, and then we can replace.
With what?
What do you mean with what?
Replace with what?
No. I mean we'll put it back. Like these bolts, I think they come off, and then we can just
Yeah, I know they
reattach
come
them.
out, but like, do you want the glass there? I mean, you should. If you're gonna spray paint it and paint it and all, might as well just put wood there.
And we
find a way to
we can
cut
just
it.
put tape around the edges so we don't get paint on the glass. If that's your worry.
No, I'm not worried about the glass. You can freaking take the glass and chuck it and break it. I don't really care.
I was actually thinking we leave the glass, and I do a sort of like there's this. Have you ever seen these glass? You know those glass inside churches, inside a lot of Christian churches. You'll see. I forget what kind of glass it's called. It's
Painted glass?
it's different colors.
Right. Paint.
It's not called painted glass.
Colored
it's
glass?
not called that. It's called something else. You know what I'm talking about,
yeah,
right?
I know what you're talking about.
So I know how to do that, and I thought of doing the same thing and then putting DCZ with
Yeah,
proper
possible.
stencils, not like what you did on your wall.
I
'Cause that
didn't
wasn't
measure
that-
anything.
yeah,
I didn't measure
I want to
anything.
measure it and do it
Right.
properly and cut it out. So I was thinking of that.
I mean, it's a good idea. Go for it.
And plus, if we have LEDs on the bottom like we did the other day, where it was just shining red and blue, it'll be like a glowing sort of thing. It'll glow. There's a way to make it glow.
You know what the problem is, though? Is that it's only on one side. Like, how cool would it have been if we could have had one LED there and then one LED on my side?
Truth.
Or what about, have you
I
ever-
mean, I can always saw something in there also.
have you ever thought about, nah, not this table. Have you ever thought about putting the iPad screen under?
I don't want to do that.
Why not?
Because
If you're gonna paint it, I mean, the glass is gonna be exposed. Might as well have access to it.
I need to touch the screen of the iPad. Why would I put it under the glass?
Have you ever heard of tempered glass?
Nah, bro, I don't want to do it. I want to. We'll talk about this later because I really like this stainless glass sort of thing. I really like this idea, and
Go for it.
Bro.
I mean,
But you got to figure out a color for the table.
I have a bunch of colors. I have black. I have red. I have green. I think I have RGB. If I'm not wrong. No, I don't have. No, I do have blue. Never mind. But again, you have to put a lot of. If you're gonna use red, you have to put a lot of the red because otherwise it comes out pink.
Do you know our logo, our DCC logo,
Mhm.
the blue and red part?
Mhm.
What if we did the table like that?
I thought that's what you were going for when you did this.
Well, I was gonna do that with this because it's a box. It's a lot easier to measure and do it that way. But this is a rectangle.
box
This-
technically.
Well, this yeah,
Okay,
this is.
it's a little bit longer, but
Like I said, we have a lot to do this weekend.
yeah, this weekend for sure. Not tomorrow because then it'll
You're
take
gonna
time
be
to
racing,
dry.
and I'm gonna be doing most of it.
I need to figure out, guys. So I don't want to spoil a lot, okay? But yesterday, Mr. Spice and I were doing while you were dying.
Yeah, I was
slowly,
dying.
Mr. Spice and I were doing some lighting ideas. What do you think of the lighting idea that we were going for?
I liked it, but like I said, like if you look at the stream now, we're both very, very, very clear.
Right, but you know, I don't want to give too much, but you know that is focused on us.
Correct, but we also need it to be on that level, that elevation for it to work.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, we'll sort out throughout the weekend and stuff.
There's a few things that also I want to talk to you about the sheer placement of this table also, because that's our parents' room.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And also that Dumbo dog, that Dane. Okay, she'll come and stand here. She was in our podcast yesterday. She'll just come and stand here. And start looking.
She makes appearances. That's
She'll
okay.
she'll just come and she'll just like look at you. She'll be like,
What you doing?
and she'll just stare at you for like the next 5 minutes for no reason.
She'd be like, "What you doing?"
Yeah, she'll be like, "What you doing?" But yeah, so yeah, maybe we should consider replacing the tape, maybe even scooting it more that way. Also,
Whatever we do, it has to be done over the
it has to be
weekend.
done this weekend.
Because Monday coming into podcast 12.
no, Monday we're not touching anything more. What's
No,
set up
no.
is set up.
Oh, I'm saying coming into Monday, we should have everything that we wanted done. Meaning sound, lighting, whatever, behind the curtains, whatever it might be. We should have an idea and get it done over the weekend.
Do you still have a Wii?
That's a good question.
I think we do still have it.
I honestly do not have an answer for that question.
I know where it is.
Yeah, I mean, by the
But
way,
it doesn't work.
shout out to Arya. He gave me the Wii.
But does it work?
It does. It needs a transformer there, though, because it's a US one. We do have a transformer. That's not the problem, but
We have so many. Does it have controllers?
if it does, it's with the Wii.
Okay, the Wii is downstairs in you know whose room,
Actually,
inside of his chest.
he probably has the controllers.
Oh man, you know what else we have that we can't use? The Nintendo 64.
I know, but that also needs a transformer.
No, that one needs something like a whole new, like, that thing is, we're so careful with it because, like,
It's so antique.
It's
like
so
if
antique.
it's fucked, it's fucked.
yeah, and in like 10 years, that shit's gonna be more expensive than a PS5. So, like, you know that. Like, it's going to be. It's gonna be an antique. It's already an antique.
I feel like it's a weird spot because it needs to be an antique, but it's not. Like
but it's not there yet.
It's
Like,
not there. Yeah,
it's
I
not
think
there
it's.
yet.
If you check, it varies because some people will be like, it's just a Nintendo. I'll sell it at a cheap price.
Yeah, like
And
how
some
we
people
got
will
it.
be like, this is good condition, and it's really
We
worth the
got it
price.
at a really, really, really good deal.
Did we even pay for it?
Yeah, it was from one of your classmates, I think, that sold it to us.
I have
From
no idea where it
AISC.
came from.
From AISC.
I
Some
have
kid.
no idea where it came from.
Yeah. Well, we got it at a really good deal, and I hope that it lasts. But it's like it's sitting inside of an airtight, clear box now, so there's no dust on it.
You
So
know
we
what
preserve the
camera I
value.
wish we could use, that we can't?
Your GoPro.
No, the DSLR.
Why can't we?
It needs to have full power supply at all times. We don't have that.
So we need a way to continue make the battery last.
Not
Continuously.
necessarily make the battery last.
Does
We
it
need to
have low
make sure it
power
has.
mode?
No, it has none of that.
Solutions. Because this camera is not so great, but it's a good camera because it's Logitech.
All right, Chris. I should have done this before, but I'm gonna go use the bathroom.
Peace out.
this is a good time for the viewers to ask questions.
Yeah, go ahead, guys, because I'm gonna be alone, and I can talk to myself, but
He's good at it.
people are gonna start leaving because like I'll just start saying things to myself, be like, "Hey, Chris, how you doing?" "Yeah, I'm doing fine." "How was your day today?" It was pretty productive, but now I'm feeling a little bit tired during the podcast, and I kind of just wanna, eat some food and feel great. Oh well, isn't you see what I mean? Like, I can really do it, but like I feel like I'm going insane. Yeah, you're not going insane. You're just talking to people. It's okay. You're just making quality content. You do you, bro. You do you. But yeah, this would be a great time for you guys to ask questions because I'm just going to start going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. So yeah, with Swaggy Dilly stepping away, I do want to tell you guys that the food that is coming tonight is going to be so spicy. We're going to be eating something called Bhut Cholokia sauce, which is basically aka the ghost pepper of India. It is 1 million on the Scoville unit. It's gonna be hot, and he has no idea. So yeah, I kind of have some things planned because I'm sick of losing. What is your craziest bike story? Okay, that would be my crash here. I don't know if you can see my scar, but this was my most recent crash. What happened in 2019? I was working for a motorcycle garage, and I was an intern. I was unpaid intern, which, I was okay with because I was working with bikes. I still love bikes. And I decided to use my personal vehicle to go pick up a vehicle for the company to repair. It was a mechanic shop, so the whole thing was, servicing bikes and fixing them. So me and a colleague and I went to go pick up a bike, and things went south very quickly. The bike was far away. It was in an area that I've never been before. It was in the other side of town, which is like considered not the safest area. But surprisingly, I had a lot of good people around me when it happened. But my hand and my arm and my chest was all ripped up. I had blood coming out of me everywhere. I had road rash for days. It was bad. But long story short, we went to go pick up. I have an R15 V3, or I had a R15 V3, and we used my bike to go pick it up. And a friend of mine, my ex-friend and I went to go pick up a bike called a Thunderbird 350. Which is about 180 kgs of a bike. So this guy is also, 90 to 100 kgs. So about 200 and almost 300 kgs, on, one vehicle. So there was a car that was in front of me who stopped abruptly, and there was gravel on the road, and my bike didn't have ABS, so I panicked and I hit the brakes. Both of my wheels locked up. I went down. Now, I have been in enough crashes to know how to fall, so I fell like this. I kept my head elevated off the ground. I used my face mask to sort of take most of the impacts. I was wearing a helmet. Always wear a helmet. And I kept myself elevated. Seconds after falling, I get run over by the guy riding the other bike. After that, my arm just moved like this. I got dragged, and long story short, he tried coming to my house and apologizing, and I basically told him, "Fuck you," and I cut him out. And
You want to shout him out real quick?
No. I quit the job the next day. My employer also said, this I'm gonna say. My employer also said he could easily blame me, say that I'm a bad rider and whatnot, blah 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 blah. And I, was like, "That's okay. You say what you gotta say, but I'm not gonna work here anymore," because that was not okay. He refused to not only pay for the damages done to my bike, refused to even offer any help. And when I came to pick up my bike, because it was sent to his garage, when I came to pick up my bike when I was still injured, his first question to me was, "When are you going to come back to work?" Never. And I left. So yeah, long story short, my eyes were not closed when I fell. My eyes were closed after I got run over. After I got run over, it was the craziest thing, Dylan. After I got run over, I was like, I did not react the way I thought I would. Like, I was face down, then I rolled on my back, and I was like, "Are you fucking serious?" And I sat up, I took off my helmet, I looked down. I saw my shirt was all ripped. I looked at my arm and I was like, fuck. And then I went to go get some water, but I just walked away. You know, the police officer, there's a police officer standing there and he's like looking at me. His hands are like this. He's like, and I just walk away from it. So the police officer goes to arrest my friend, saying, you know, what is wrong with you? You know, you've hit him, blah, blah, blah. He's a foreigner, blah, 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 which didn't really matter. But all these people are just watching me walk away to the bathroom to rinse off my hand. And, you know, they're all like freaking out and everything. Like, this dude just got run over and he just walked away. I had a lot of adrenaline, a lot going on.
Oh my god! Once you get adrenaline, like it really nothing really hurts.
Yeah,
Like, remember,
I couldn't feel it.
Chris, remember the time I got stitches between my toes?
That was crazy. That was.
You know what? The whole time, from the bike crash, all the way to the hospital.
Not bike, cycle.
Cycle crash, I meant.
Bicycle.
From the cycle crash all the way to the hospital, I didn't feel anything. Only when I got the stitches is when it hurt.
Only when I sat in the auto to go to the hospital was when I was like, fuck, bro. Oh my god. But during the crash and after,
Yeah,
I was pissed. I was like, I cannot believe you just ran me over. And the worst part is, before that scene happened, this bike that we picked up has been sitting there for like 6 months. That's why we went to go pick it up to service, because it's been sitting there. You can't let a motorcycle or a car sit for too long. Otherwise, you have to start changing things. You know, things start deteriorating. The oil starts thickening. You know, it gets bad. So we went to go pick it up. First thing that we did was check the tires. Okay, tires were low. We stopped to fill air. When we stopped, he pulls up to me and says, "There are no brakes." Does that mean you ride 2 feet behind me when we're heading back? Like, where's the logic in that?
There's a lot of
Open
factors.
road. Why are you so close to me?
There's
Open
a lot
road.
of factors.
There's a lot of factors a lot of things didn't make sense about it. But at the end of the day, I walked away like a boss. I got my bike back. Nothing bad happened. I'm okay, and you can barely see the scar now. Like, if I show you guys a photo of how I looked, oof, that would.
We'd get demonetized.
Yeah, we'd get demonetized for gore.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I really feel like two-wheelers isn't your thing. Like anything, cycles. Like you've had some really ridiculous crashes on a cycle that I don't understand how you got. I don't understand also the bike crashes. Bike crashes, I guess I can understand because it's on a road. But like even on cycles, you crash a lot.
Yeah, but you know what? I don't. It's not like. So when I crash, I admit that 50% or most of it is my fault, but at the same time, the circumstances that I've been given during these crashes have been pretty shit. Like, my old crashes happened on my old bike, which, you know, was not falling apart until I got it. But when I crashed, every time I crashed, it was falling apart. So it wasn't in the best condition. And with the new bike, it was a very different change also, because for 2 years, we called bikes, you know, cruisers or nakeds or sport bikes. So I had an FZ16, Yamaha FZ16, which is considered a naked bike. It means it has no fairings on the side. It's just, the engine is exposed and the handlebars are kind of straight. You sit like this. The next bike I got was a sports bike, which you sit like this, and your hands like this. So this was around 4 or 5 months after I got the bike.
Yeah.
You say? Yeah. So I obviously was not used to it. I was not used to having disc brakes both in the front and the back. I was also not used to, you know, panic braking. I obviously haven't trained myself enough. So there are a lot of circumstances that went into it. But I've done over 250 kilometers on a 1,000cc sports bike, and I've not crashed. But I've crashed at 30 kilometers. Like, this is my luck. Like, I've ripped down the road.
I really like the bikes compared to a car. Obviously, I'm practicing both because like
Careful.
next year I'm gonna be I'm gonna have a legal driver's license.
You're getting your driver's permit next year, right?
No,
Or
driver's license.
Okay.
Permanent license. Because I wanted to talk about that actually. Because I was actually able to get my permit this year, but they don't give it anymore. But it's still on the website, and I even paid for
You
it.
can't even drive because of coronavirus.
Yeah, I know, which is good because like I was gonna be so upset this year because a
Yeah.
lot of my friends are 1 year older than me, so they're gonna be driving and stuff, and I'm like 1 year younger. So I was like, fuck. But now coronavirus is there, so that's one
Now
thing
nobody
I'm
can
looking
drive.
for. No one can drive. Like even my friend DJ, right? Like he can't drive. He's turning 18 the day after my birthday because his birthday is on 24th. He can't drive either or get his driver's license until coronavirus is done.
But when you talk about cars and bikes, I think I'll always be a bike fan. I'll always own a bike, and the next bike I own is probably going to be something even faster. I'm gonna always want something. I'm always gonna want a bike, because that's been my whole life. Because ever since I was a kid, it was always been cycle. It's never been rollerblades, skateboard, scooter. It's never been this. My first actual bicycle was a Mongoose BMX.
We have a
Yeah,
Mongoose
we
right
have
now.
one. So I spray painted that whole thing silver, okay? And it got stolen from me. I left it on the road in St. Louis. I left it outside my house on the sidewalk, and somebody just walked by and took it. So I was like, ugh. So the next bike I got was a mountain bike with gears, and then from there, motorcycle, and then sports bike, and then so on.
If
So I
you
always want a bike.
If you had to have proof on your bike or your cycle, rather, let's just say because it got stolen, if you had to have proof on your cycle that it's yours, let's say you saw your bike again, but you aren't sure it's yours, and you confront the person, you need to search for that proof that it's yours. Where would you put that proof on your cycle, like your name or address or whatever?
Well, I actually had I had this strange habit that I don't regret anymore, where I would take a hairband and I'd put some sort of document that has my name on it or something related to my family or some sort of photo, and I just put it under the seat. Like if you looked below both of my motorcycles that I've had, if you looked over the seat, there will be something with my face on it, whether it be a passport size photo or something. So even on the bicycle, I had something, but that somebody can just reach under the seat and just rip it out and throw it. With a motorcycle, it's different. So I've always had this habit of having some sort of documentation, saying that it is my bike. Open it. That's my face. I've always had that, but unfortunately back then, I couldn't do anything with the bicycle. But the next vehicle I want is actually not going to be a bike. I think I'm done with bikes for now.
Definitely a car is more safer.
Yeah, it's definitely safer, but that's not the reason why I want a car. The reason I want a car is because I am sick of getting wet. I am sick of the heat. Although it feels awesome to have, the intercom. My helmet is pretty dope. I got an intercom in my helmet. I got, the riding gear. I have the whole works, but I'm going to miss using it. But I think I'm ready for a car at this point.
You know what? I actually can't wait till I'm 18. I don't know why, but I don't want a fancy car, to be real. Like, like those little nanos?
Yeah, bro.
Like, I would be satisfied with that.
Mahindra, the electric one, that little one.
Whatever.
Bro,
like,
I'm so
I
down,
would be
bro.
like,
I
I
put,
would be
some
like
JBL.
so happy with
I
that.
put some JBL speaker. Bro, fuck that. I'll just put my sound system inside the car.
The only thing the car needs to, it doesn't need to be anything fancy as long as it's got a good system.
As long as it's
efficient. It's got good mileage.
No. Diesel, okay?
Yeah,
Number
diesel,
one.
obviously.
Petrol's fucking expensive, bro.
Petrol is expensive and it's not as efficient as diesel.
But I get good mileage on bikes with petrol, which is surprising as hell.
But bikes don't use as much.
So
but
yeah, I want AC and
Same.
a roof.
I mean, that obviously, I'm pretty sure that's standard. Let's just say that's standard.
Man. And you know what?
Like a Nano
is
a
the
Nano.
price of my bike. A Nano is
Yeah,
the price
exactly.
of my bike.
I would get a Nano.
I
Why
wouldn't
not?
mind like a black Nano with like some nice ass speakers. I'll put some LEDs.
Because like
in the
I'll
front.
pimp that shit out.
And we'll spend less pimping it out than you would on like a modern like Honda Civic or something.
A Honda Civic is actually quite nice, but it's actually really expensive.
But you know what? There are some nicer cars that are much cheaper now. Like Kia has recently opened a huge market in India. They're challenging people like Maruti. They're challenging people like Ford.
Kia's actually blowing up. I'm seeing a lot of Kias now.
Everywhere.
Because Kia is giving a quality car at
Yeah.
a quality price.
But the problem with low budget things, the problem with quality cars at quality prices, it's the same problem with you have everything. Okay, like so for instance, if you compare it, not to compare, but if as an example, when you go to look at things like, let's say OnePlus, they consider it as a budget phone, correct? It's high quality features at a low price, but the actual structural quality of the phone is not so great. Okay, then also you have iPhones, high quality, high price, structure also shit. So it's very, 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 very difficult as a consumer to know, is this going to be worth it? Because it all depends on how you use it. You
Yeah,
could
like-
ask your friends like, how's this car? I want to buy this car. It doesn't matter how they think it is. They drive it differently. You're going to drive it differently.
I mean, there's a lot of things like you shouldn't abuse the car. Like there's this, something you can do on a bike that you can't really. I don't know if the newer bikes.
No, the newer bikes. No.
No,
They'll
like
fall apart.
okay, let's say the FZ, right?
Oh, the FZ's been through hell, bro. I've taken it through mountains, lakes, and shit. It's gone underwater.
Not, I didn't want to go say like that, but
I put it through hell and it's still alive. We can go start it right now to roar.
but like let's say once you run out of fuel on the bike, you have a reserve which you can go to. I don't know if the newer bikes have that. I don't think so.
They do.
But it's not exactly.
it's
It's
not the
like
same.
automated, right? Like you can't switch between.
So yeah, so with a carbureted engine, you have a manual control
Yeah.
for reserve and main, and you also have an off. You can cut off the fuel line. With the new FI systems, which stands for fuel injection, it's all automatic. So as soon as the bar starts, like the last bar on your fuel gauge starts flashing, that's reserve.
Okay. Yeah.
So everything before that is the main tank.
Okay.
But once it hits that flashing point, that's reserve.
And that's the thing I want to mention is that in a car, once it comes down to a certain mileage, like if you have like 50 kilometers, let's just say in a Nano, because a Nano is not a big car. Let's just say it has like 30 kilometers left in the car of fuel. You need to go into the gas station. No ifs, ands, or buts. You can't go any lower than that. Same with like bigger cars. You can't go under 80. You can't go under 50 with like sedans and stuff.
What does our Endeavor take?
We usually
60,
refuel
right?
it. We usually refuel it. So basically, the gauge is all obviously like the car's nice, right? It's got a little
It's got an
display.
LCD,
Yeah, it's got a display, and once it turns yellow or orange, sorry, is when we decide, okay, we're gonna refuel it, which is around 120 kilometers. But we usually, worst case scenario, sometimes we just keep going out to like close places. We fill it at like 80.
Yeah, but again, this is a diesel engine.
Right. Exactly.
Compared, there are very, very, very few diesel motorcycles.
But the Endeavor is like, as much as the Endeavor is nice, it has the worst fucking mileage. You know how much it
But
gives?
it's an SUV.
You know how much you get per liter? How much do you think?
13?
13 kilometers?
Yeah.
Barely.
But I was pretty close.
You get like 9 or 10 maybe.
That's not horrible for an SUV, to be honest.
That's pretty bad actually.
But that's an
it's a
SUV.
big.
It's a
big
big
car.
car. It's a
Yeah.
big car.
So it has a lot of downforce. Well, not. I wouldn't say downforce. It has a lot of drag
There's
against.
a lot of drag. There's a lot of weight.
Right.
There's a lot of factors that go into SUVs. But
It's not good mileage though.
It's
so
not like our Jetta gets anything better.
No, the Jetta does get better because it has it. Okay, so the SUV on a full tank will go, I think, 380 kilometers or more than that. Sorry, 560, I think.
560, yeah.
And the Jetta does the same, but the tank is like half the size.
Uh-huh.
It's just the APC.
Yeah.
But the tank is half the size. So like, what are you really giving
It's
up?
the same thing. It's like my FZ is a 13-liter tank, and the R15 is an 11-liter tank. But the FZ gets better mileage than the R15. Although on highways, the R15 gets fucking amazing mileage. Like,
Because it cuts through wind better.
Yeah.
Like all those small things do make a difference.
yeah, like
Sorry.
I'm gonna tell you guys. Okay, I've taken my FZ to Yelagiri, from Chennai, which is about 300 kilometers.
Is it?
No.
No, that's a lot. I think it's around 150.
Yeah, it's about halfway to Bangalore.
Yeah,
So
so I
it's
think
about to cut half.
kilometer.
I think it's about 100
Bangalore-
or something, 120
Bangalore-
or something.
yeah, something like that.
So I've taken my FZ there, okay, and I had this habit of when I get bored on the highway, I just sort of just open the throttle and stay on full throttle, because my bikes can't top out further than like 140. You know, even the R5 can do maybe 160, but it really can't reach there unless I'm like full tucked in and everything. So if I'm sitting up, it can't go past 140. So I usually keep it on open throttle. And when you do that, you know, you're using the full potential of the whole gas tank. So with my FZ, I was able to go there, go up the hill, come down, and then need gas. With reserve, still there, okay? Then head back to Chennai. Again, empty, okay? With the R15, Minnie and I we went up, we came down, got back to Chennai, then refueled. Like, that's insane. Like, it's such a huge difference with and it's just two pieces. Legit, it's literally the same engine. 155cc displacement. The power ratio is also very similar. And it's very, very, very similar engine. Like, they're both almost the same thing, but
The same manufacturer, right?
yeah, the
So
same manufacturer also.
It's just I would let's just say it's a newer, much better, more efficient.
So what you would say is the R15 goes from R125, R125, R15, R3, and then
R6.
R6 and R1.
And then
okay?
R1M,
R1, yeah, R1M. And then the RM1, which is the MotoGP bike.
Okay.
So there it goes like that. That's the R series, and then you also have the MT series. You have the MT15. You have the MT
O2.
You have the
I think it's
MT03. MT03.
Is it 03 or
Yes,
02?
the MT03. Then you have the MT07, the MT09, the MT10. You have a bunch of different MTs. So the MT series is also a naked series, which is supposed to mirror the R15, the R1 series. So it's basically supposed to be the same power output with no fairings.
Yeah.
The FZ is more economic. So there is FZ1, which is an FZ1000. It's a 1000cc inline 4. So there is, higher versions of each of these, but the FZ series is supposed to be more economic. Technically, the lower models. The FZ1 is not economic at all. And it sounds like a beast.
You know
bro.
what though? Like, we have an R3, right? The amount that we spent on the R3 could have gotten 4 nanos. Like, honestly, like the import price is crazy on the R3. Like, the R15 is made here. So like, it's really decently priced. It's a good bike. I mean, it's a small, but it's good for, like, it's some of the best you'll get in that variant.
For 1.5 lakhs, the R15 is one of the best bikes you can get for that range.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, under 2 lakhs. And then unless you consider KTM. But even then, KTM, you don't get anything.
KTM is naked most.
KTM,
they have
they have the RC series, which is also, but like, you don't want to buy the KTM 125 like that. That's gay. Like, you don't want that.
KTM is also unreliable, like, compared to Yamaha.
And the other thing about KTM, I'm not trying to bag on KTM, but Yamaha engines are much more refined.
Yeah,
They are
compared to
much
KTM.
smoother
And sound
they
much better.
They sound much better. They don't
just say
sound
that.
like tin cans. Legit, KTM engines sound like. That's how they sound. Like, they sound like tin cans being like hit like with little needles. They sound really bad. Even with exhaust.
Even the bigger ones, like, they don't sound.
Bro,
as
the
good.
RC8 sounds like a child putting on a pamper. That's how it sounds. That constant. That's how it sounds. So yeah, the Yamahas sound way better, but they've been in the game much longer.
Ooh, Yamaha.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I thought you were.
Do you know where
referring to
KTM's from?
Is it Indonesia? If I'm not wrong, Malaysia.
Not even close.
Don't say it's India.
Nope. Where's
Germany?
KTM from? Nope. Where's KTM from? Come on, Dylan.
Netherlands.
Nope.
Close.
I'm gonna bring this up so I can show everybody, so I don't have to tell you. Keep guessing. I'm gonna give you a hint. Okay, starts with A,
Starts with A.
ends with A also.
Argentina.
No.
Not America, right?
Fuck no.
They wouldn't make small bikes like that.
Oh my god, I don't know if it's focusing. Anyway, it's from Austria.
Ooh, Austria. They need to make better bikes. Let's just say that.
You guys need to step up your game, please.
Like, come on.
But I don't think that.
Like, they got Red Bull. Come on.
Yeah, I know, but like.
Which makes sense, actually. The RC125 is Red Bull spec, which makes sense now that it's Austrian made.
Yes, but I'm going to tell you something. The RC125 rapes the R15. Absolutely rapes it. Okay? Because the KTMs are considered performance vehicles, are considered budget performance. That's what they call them, budget performance. Same thing as a OnePlus, budget performance. So they're low-priced vehicles with high-spec performance. So you could take a KTM straight out of the showroom and immediately take it to the track. Do nothing else but just race it. With an R15, you're going to have to, do this, do that, get it ready here and there. So you're going to have to do a few things. But with the KTM, it's race ready. And it's in their logo also, race ready. Immediately. I rode a 390 a few times, the new 390, and the new TFT display is insane. But it has this mode called Supermoto mode. And I went to go pick up a KTM 390 from the washing place when I was working for the garage, and I was at a stoplight, and I was like, "What is this?" So I put it in Supermoto mode, and I'm thinking, okay, I'm a fucking badass. I'm gonna hold the clutch. I'm gonna rev it up to 4,000 RPM, not too high because it goes up to 9, not too high. I want to bring it here, and I'm just gonna let go of the clutch. I shit you not, I let go of the clutch. That whole bike lifted up. It was lifting up so much, I had to release the throttle before I fell off. Like, that shit was scary. But then as soon as I got it back down on the ground, I just ripped, and then oh my god, it was pulling.
Which bike was this again?
The KTM Duke 390, which by the way tops out at a higher speed than the R15.
KTM, Yamaha have refined engines, but an even better refined and a more refined engine.
Honda.
No, Triumph. Triumph has really refined engines.
Yeah, I would say that, but they're not cheap.
They're not cheap because it's imported.
No, they're
Meaning
not
they
cheap
don't
at all.
They don't make the bikes here.
They're not cheap at all. What are you talking about? When you compare,
Triumphs
if you were talking about like refinement at any sort of cost, yeah, Triumph is like one of like the top 3.
Yeah.
Whereas Yamaha and Honda would fall in like the further.
Yeah, but
10,
Yamaha is not.
The further
Yamaha
10.
is not cheap.
Yamaha is cheap.
No,
It is.
R6 is 15 lakhs.
All Yamahas are refined. All Hondas are refined.
Yeah, but an R6 600 is 15 lakhs.
Yeah, but you're
starting.
Okay, so
showroom,
if we remove the price tag from these bikes, okay, Triumph is up on the top 3.
Right.
Okay, in that category, Honda and Yamaha are like further down 9 and 10.
Yeah.
Okay, but if you add price tags, okay, where your budget's between 1 to 3 lakhs in any country, Honda and Yamaha rise up, where Triumph goes down.
Yeah, but Triumph doesn't make those price bikes. They're giving you performance bikes at that price.
But
like, okay,
Bajaj and Triumph are working on something
I know
crazy.
they are. But you know what? You actually look at the R6. If we're talking price tags, right? We look at the R6, which is 620. Is it? Or is it actually exactly 600?
I think it's like 611. I'm not sure.
Okay, let's just say 611.
But it's an inline 4, I know that.
Right? You have that bike, which is a really nice bike. R6, it sounds amazing as well. I generally like the 600 series more than the 1000 because
Absolutely.
the 600 just
The
Just
R6
that,
is a flagship bike, by the way.
yeah. And the R6 in India ex showroom is 15 lakhs, which is extremely expensive.
But I wouldn't buy the new R6. I'd buy one from the old days.
Right. But you compare it to Triumph, which makes the Daytona 675R at 13 lakhs. How is it really price tag?
I'd still buy the Yamaha because the Triumph is not an inline 4. It's a triple cylinder.
Right, but if you look at
The
performance
R6
or
has
top
more
speed
power.
rather,
The R6 has more power.
if you look at top speed rather, it's not very different.
Yeah, but the R6 has more initial power with 4 cylinders. The Daytona only has 3.
Right, as I said, but if you
That's
look
why
at
it's cheaper. You have
if
to
you
think
look
about the
at-
cylinder also.
if you look at top speed, it's only like 9 kilometers slower.
We do have a question. Who are your influencers?
Who are my influencers?
I'm my own influencer.
I was just about to say the same thing. We're
Oh.
influencers.
No. I influence myself. I don't listen to anybody. If somebody has a problem with me, I don't care. Unless I see a problem with it, I won't change. And that's my thing. A lot of people think it's flawed, but but if I was going to think about somebody else as an influencer, somebody I look up to, honestly, it would probably be, and this is going to shock a lot of people. I don't even know if I should say it.
If you say Donald Trump, I'm
No.
leaving.
I'm not going to. Fuck Donald Trump, bro. He's the only president with a song named for him. Fuck Donald Trump. So my influencer would probably be... There's so many good ones, though. I look up to a lot of people, but I don't like to talk about it. You go while I think about this.
I'm my own influencer. I mean, I look up to. It depends on what category as well. Like if we're talking about podcasting, influencing podcasting, or influencing life, or influencing racing, like all of those have different influencers in my opinion.
Adam Sandler.
Adam Sandler is someone you look up to as an influencer.
And Jim Carrey.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Jim Carrey's much higher than Adam Sandler. Jim Carrey, yeah, because Jim Carrey embraces who he is when he portrays himself in every single movie he is. We know that Jim Carrey has bipolar, I think. So Jim Carrey doesn't even see that as an advantage. I mean, a disadvantage. He sees it as an advantage. When a lot of people tell him like, "This dude's crazy," he's got bipolar. You shouldn't work with him, blah blah blah. But you go and see this dude, he will make anybody laugh. And I don't look up to him for that reason. I look up to him because he embraces who he is, and he takes that and he applies it to his everyday life. Every single Jim Carrey movie that there is, it's been a good one. Yes Man, Liar Liar, so many, bro.
I have a question for you though. Going away from, going back to the topic of cars and bikes, and just putting influencers to the side since we have our influencers named now. What
And Seth Rogen.
Seth Rogen, I agree. I agree with that. Seth Rogen is a. Have you watched fuck? What is that movie called?
Half Baked.
No. The Christmas thing.
The Night Before.
The Night Before.
Oh
my
God.
He was so fucking cracked, bro. He was cracked.
Oh, his video about
Oh my God,
pregnancy.
yeah.
You should not be having this baby. It's the worst day of your life.
Fuck this
oh
baby.
my God, bro. Fuck this baby. Oh God, bro. This is.
And he called it the C word. I'm not gonna say it, but
You guys should
It's a
definitely
funny
watch this
movie.
movie. It's pretty funny. It's called The Night Before.
But yeah, going back to the topic of cars now. What car in this day and age, right? Now it's kind of hard because everyone's like this whole coronavirus thing affecting everyone. But putting that aside, what car would have you gotten that you would use as your daily driver?
Depends. What is my budget?
You make your own budget.
No. What's my budget? Give me a budget and
Put a realistic budget on
no.
it.
Okay, fine. 4 lakhs.
Yeah.
4 or 5.
let's just say
4 to 6
5
lakhs. 4 to 6 lakhs.
Yeah.
Okay, for a decent sedan. Okay.
I wouldn't even get a sedan. I would get a hatchback.
I wouldn't even buy anything new.
Alright. Yeah.
I'd buy an old Civic,
In the old Civic
like 2010.
10.
No. 2009 to 2011. Those years. Because I'm gonna tell you something, Dylan. Okay. You go and you pick up my FZ and you throw it off the roof. The frame won't crack. You go pick up the R15, you throw it off the roof, the frame will crack. Okay?
Should we put that to the test?
Bro, I've already done this, okay? I've crashed both of the bikes several times. I know how it is.
I mean, the bike is made out of metal compared to plastic. Can we really say?
Yes, but but the simple thing is,
I get what you're saying.
the older shit was built to last. The newer shit is built to, have like LCD, this, xenon lights, that, this, that. No. It's not a car anymore. It's a spaceship. I like the old shit, bro. Like, even the new Supra, I hate it.
Yeah, the new
I prefer
Supra,
the old
compared to the
Supra.
old Supra. There's no compare.
Even the GTR, okay, the new GTR, I hate it compared to the R34 Skyline. Oh my God, like I don't even know why they put this ugly baby bump sort of like roof on it. It doesn't look nice at all.
I'm gonna disagree with you there
Nah,
because
bruh.
the GTR is my dream car,
Which one? The new one?
the new one.
No.
I like the Skyline, but I like the GTR more.
I don't like the GTR. It looks like a pregnant woman on steroids.
I like it. It's expensive. It's too expensive in India.
Of course.
Even a Mustang, like a Mustang, is not that expensive.
But
it's
I was
really
I was
fucking
thinking
expensive.
about moving back to the US also in the next 10 years. And I was thinking about what kind of vehicles I'd be buying, and I certainly would not be buying anything like a Cadillac or a Mustang or a Corvette. I'd definitely buy something Japanese, because the Japanese have a way of always keeping up with stock, whether it be late or not, it's always there.
I would get a Ford.
I wouldn't buy an American car. No way.
To be real with you, if I had a 4 to 6 budget, it's actually really hard because I don't know an answer there. Like, there's a lot of options, but I don't know what the perfect car for that price is. I can only say what I've driven and also what I know. So, like, I've driven a Renault, which was, by the way, not very good.
Influence.
It was not very
horrible
good.
clutch system. You guys need to
Yeah,
step up your game.
The clutch, it was not that. Is that, as you said, right, everyone has different driving styles. And when you don't use the car properly, the clutch, all that stuff
But
starts
that's
to
a
just
full
deteriorate.
clutch. It's so annoying.
Yeah, it is a full clutch. That is true. And another thing,
The Jetta, the
no, the Jetta's
Endeavor.
16 lakhs. That's way out of the budget.
Yeah. So I drove an Alto, which was hella fun to drive because it had one of those. It was a manual, okay, and it was pretty. It's basically a box. So I was just ripping down the Alto. And these things don't top out very high.
I would get a Kia.
Nah, I wouldn't buy a Kia. Also,
I would get a Kia.
I don't trust Kia. They seem sketch. Like they seem like they would fall apart if I hit a speed breaker hard enough.
Any car would really like get messed up.
Nah, bruh.
You mess up something.
If I was gonna get a car that was gonna take a beating, I would not buy a car. I'd buy a Ford F-150 Raptor.
Right, but the thing, so
Oh, yeah.
you know what? I think this is all like a mental game. Like if
yeah.
you look, okay, let's say you get a secondhand car, right? Because it's secondhand, been used, is ready to go. Like you will obviously use it more aggressively, let's just say, compared to if you bought a new
Because it's
car.
already been broken in.
Yeah. Whereas if I bought a new car, that's a car that's my driving style, it's set up to my preference, which is what I would like. Meaning, so I would take care of it better because it's my car. I would do a lot more, just because of the fact that it's mine, rather than having a second hand. Because I'd be like, all right, it's second hand. I mean, it's a car, right? But-
See, I think we're gonna start losing viewers because we're just talking about cars and bikes at this time. So I just got a notification that in 10 minutes, Mr. Spice is gonna show up.
10
but
minutes.
he's not gonna show up in the video. He said that he feels icky after going to the gym, so he wants to go shower and everything. So he wants us to eat whatever he makes and complain about it.
I don't know if I'm gonna eat.
Well, it's on
Feeling
its
very
way.
uneasy.
It's on its way.
Feeling very
I
uneasy.
can hear it coming. It's on its way. I can always tell when somebody's walking. Yep, see? I knew it was him. I can tell by the footsteps. This is the life of a pilot. He says 10 minutes. Exactly 10 minutes.
Gotta be on time.
Always on time. What is the milk? He's brought milk. He saved you this time. He brought milk. So yeah, we got Mr. Spice coming back today. You see how nice the AC is now that it's pointing down? I told you, bro. I know this AC.
You know what? It's stupid that it's not set up. Meaning, like, I had set it up with the remote to swing exactly at this position, and once you turn it off and turn it back on, it goes back to whatever default. It's kind of stupid.
It's
It looks lit though, but it's kind of stupid.
Yeah, but hand me that remote. There's one thing I hate about this AC. I do not like that.
Seriously?
Yeah. It's actually very bright at night, by the way. It's really bright. Like, this whole room could be lit up with just that.
I mean, it act like a nightlight.
Bro, like, even at my girlfriend's house, her AC, it, like, the whole room just gets lit up. And in the middle of the night, I'll be like, turn off the light. It's too bright. And she'll start kicking me. She'll be like, no, leave it on. No, stop it. And yeah, it's that. So yeah, we got French fries and sauce today. There's no more Lay's. So we're gonna get straight into that because it's 11:15 and I want to end by 11:30 today. How's that sound?
We're not gonna make it to 11:30.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Spice. You're welcome. There we go. Okay, this smells deadly. Okay, so, whoa. No, this is cheating. Okay, so I'm just gonna remove
Whoever made the
spoon.
fries made it lit.
All right, Dylan, I'm gonna tell you something, okay?
Tastes like McDonald's
You know
fries.
why I made a TikTok for you today?
Why?
Because you annoyed me with our food thing yesterday. I'm gonna tell you what you did, okay?
What
You're
I do?
doing it right
Oh,
now.
right,
You're
the-
doing it right now.
What did I do?
Like, I can hear you. Yeah. I'm going to keep adding more TikToks. I'm going to start doing TikToks with just your face in it if you keep doing it, okay? So when we eat this, look away from the camera because I don't want to hear no ASMR, okay? So we got the red sauce. Okay, this is what we got. I'm actually just going to sit up so I can show you guys.
Sit up.
Stand up.
Sit up.
This is what we got. I almost spilled it on the keyboard. This is what we got. And we got the French fries as well. So, all right, Dylan, are you ready? Now listen, the rule is no milk until the fries are over. So, on the sauce is over. So I'm going to use this spoon as a divider. I'm going to separate the fries. And you can be the judge on what's like even or not. Cool? Is that even?
Yeah, but I'm gonna dip the sauce. I'm not gonna put it all over.
Yeah. We're not gonna like soak it and everything, but no milk until you finish the fries.
Cool.
With sauce. And when you dip it, it should be at least half covered. Like half. Like half the fry should be covered.
Take the first bite, bro.
You do it with me, bruh. It's beginning. It's beginning. Look, now people are starting to show up because, the Spice Challenge has begun. Oh my god. It's like blood dripping down, bro. That is not half. That's like 1/3.
Yeah, but look at how much soaked.
Okay, fine. You ready? 3, 2, 1. I suggest you continue, bro. Every day it gets hotter. I can't do it, bro. I can't. Look at you. You're dipping 3 at a time. Bro, I can't do... It's getting spicy, bro. You feeling it now. You're feeling it now.
Oh, my lips are cut up and it's burning my lips.
Oh my god. It's not working. Bro, you gotta soak it, bro. There's a lot of sauce. We have to finish it. That's the rule. Oh my god. Okay. Don't swallow it wrong. It doesn't help. That's messed up. That's not as messed up.
You said we gotta finish the sauce. We're finishing the sauce.
No. Wait. We're just gonna coat the whole thing. We're gonna make these deadly.
Oh shit, the bottom fries.
We're gonna
not
make
mixed
these
up
deadly.
at all.
We're gonna make these deadly. Alright. Make these deadly. Make these really deadly. It's getting hot. Okay. Look at these blood fries, bro.
This is bad.
This is your worst idea, bro.
Oh yeah, I can feel it now.
Oh my god. No. I can't. Alright, I gotta keep going though. My eyes are starting to tear up again.
Oh, bro, this is
I feel
really
like I'm
bad.
watching Bambi. I'm gonna start crying. Oh my god. Oh. I finished. I can drink milk now. Oh.
Lick them off your fingers.
Oh no! Wait! Don't do that. You gotta finish your sauce, bro.
No.
You got Brett Dylan. Come on, you gotta do it. Come on. You gotta lick up your sauce.
Oh, this is so satisfying.
Oh my god. This was bad. Oh my god. Oh my Jesus.
All right, guys, this is your time to answer the questions. Oh, we did not bring enough.
Oh my god. Every day. Oh. Oh my god.
Not enough.
You've not. You didn't even lick it. He didn't even lick it. I can't. Get chocolate. Oh my god. Ooh. Oh my god. Oh man. I hope. Oh god. It's so hot. Oh my god. Oh. Yes, I get chocolate, not water. Oh God.
Fine, fuck it.
Oh God. Hold on. Oh.
This is really bad.
Whew. Eat this. Oh my God. Why is the wrapper so complicated? Why is it so hard to open? Oh my God. Oh God. Oh. Mmm. That helps. Guys, immediate relief with caramel. I'm not gonna lie. Oh God. I chewed it. Okay, so Swaggy Dilly lost the challenge today. He didn't lick up his sauce, as you guys can see. I licked mine up. Swaggy Dilly, admit your defeat. He admits it, okay?
At least finished everything else.
With that said, I bid you all adieu. Swaggy Dilly, say your piece before we log out. Thank you all for attending podcast number 10. We hope to see all of you tomorrow for podcast number 11. And then we will see you again on Monday.
Weekend for my ass to recover.
Tomorrow we'll do another spice challenge, even hotter. And we'll basically keep going until we can't handle it anymore. We're thinking chicken wings also, but we'll let you know. Stay tuned for future videos, and we will post on Instagram, what happens to us after this.
See you guys later. We're just gonna go. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, this is really bad.
Excellent.